The Hollow Ones. The wind howled to the abandoned town, carrying with it the scent of something rotting, something long forgotten. The buildings stood like hollowed-out corpses, their windows gaping, their doors hanging open as if waiting for something or someone. The air was thick with silence, a quiet so deep it felt unnatural, pressing against Daniel's skin like an unseen force. His footsteps echoed against the cracked pavement as he moved carefully, his flashlight slicing through the suffocating darkness. He had heard the stories, the warnings about this place, but they had only fueled his curiosity. Some said the town had been swallowed by time itself. Others whispered of spirits trapped between worlds. He never believed in ghosts, until now. Then came the sound. Not footsteps, not the wind. A scraping, like nails dragged along stone. Slow, intentional. Daniel's breath hitched. He turned sharply, his pulse pounding in his ears. The street behind him was empty, the same eerie emptiness he had seen moments before. But something had changed. The air felt heavier, the darkness deeper. And still, the sound persisted, growing closer, impossibly near. Then he saw them. Figures, twisted, elongated, emerging from the ruined buildings. Their faces stretched into unnatural grins, their hollow eyes vast and empty. They moved without sound, gliding toward him as if pulled by an unseen force. Shadows clung to their frames, shifting and writhing like living things. Panic clawed at Daniel's throat. He took a step back, then another, his heart beat a wild drum against his ribs. He willed himself to run, to move, but his body resisted as if something unseen held him in place. The figures surrounded him, their heads tilting in unison, listening, waiting. Then one of them spoke, its voice a chorus of whispers. "You are not supposed to be here." The air thickened, pressing against him like invisible hands pushing him down. The buildings around him trembled, their forms warping, twisting, as if reality itself had started to decay. Daniel clenched his fists, feeling the ground shift beneath his feet. A chill spread through his bones, an unnatural cold that had nothing to do with the night air. His instinct screamed at him to run, but the figures were closing in, their movements growing more fluid, more purposeful. Their grins widened, stretching impossibly across their faces. Daniel staggered back, his breath coming in sharp gasps. Then he did what every part of him told him not to. He turned and bolted. His feet pounded against the cracked pavement, but the world around him blurred. The town seemed to stretch, distorting as he ran. Every alley he turned in to let him back to the same street. Every door he tried to open melted into shadow beneath his touch. Panic clawed at him as the surroundings twisted into an endless maze of shifting architecture and flickering lights. The town was alive. It was shifting to keep him inside. Then the whispers changed. No longer words, just an endless, droning murmur, echoing from every direction. The figures were no longer behind him. They were ahead, to his left, to his right. Their hollow eyes bore into him, and he felt them pulling at something deeper than flesh, something within him. His thoughts turned sluggish, his vision swam. The air smelled of decay and something metallic, something sharp. The figures stepped closer, their hands reaching out, their fingers too long, too thin. A single thought struck him like lightning. This place wasn't abandoned. It was waiting, and now it had him. Daniel tried to scream, but the sound never came. His body convulsed as the figure's hands pressed against him. A sharp, electric pain ripped through his chest as if something was being pulled from inside him. His mind fragmented, his memories unraveling. He saw glimpses, his childhood home, a birthday cake, the face of someone he loved. Then, one by one, they flickered and vanished. His vision darkened. His hands, were they still hands? He looked down and saw nothing but shifting shadows where his body had been. He was unraveling, dissolving into the very fabric of the town. The last thing he heard was a whisper. "You were never meant to exist." Then silence. The town stood, as it always had, empty, waiting. The wind carried the same rotting scent. And at the center of it all, a new figure stood, staring blankly into the distance. Daniel. But it wasn't really him anymore. And somewhere in the ruins, Something else whispered, searching for the next visitor who would never truly arrive.